Thank you for being here today. So can I ask you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Sarah Wackett. I am a HR advisor and I work for a company called GoTrain.
Nice. So what was your role before you started the course?
So I started off as a HR administrator / internal recruiter. So it's quite a long job title. So I was a trainee and it was part of my contract to do a level 3 CIPD qualification. I wanted to do it anyway, so I was happy that my company would fund it. And yeah, I obviously learned a lot from that course and that was my my position at that time.
So you said you learned a lot. What kind of things did you learn on the course?
So, I mean, I had some sort of experience in terms of working in the HR environment. So I dealt with quite a lot before I did, obviously, the qualification. But I learned a lot in terms of how to kind of look at data, how to kind of manipulate data in terms of what, the requirements of the business. It made me more confident in terms of delivering training as well. So obviously we had to put together like a presentation. So it made me more confident in terms of that as well. And also my own knowledge in HR. And also it was about as well. So it was about kind of analysing those and ensuring that they were fit for purpose for the business. So they were kind of my main things that I learned.
And do you think that's really helped you with your role / like where your career is going from doing that?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've progressed an awful lot since I've done my qualification. I've been given a lot more responsibility. So I do a lot of sort of reporting for like the board of directors. I do a lot of supporting individuals in terms of advice and guidance of how to manage their staff, things like that. So yeah, I've really progressed an awful lot and I learned a lot in the level 3.
Yeah, we were told that Carl passed on that you'd progressed quite a lot since studying the course.
Yes. Yeah, so I during my course I was promoted because I gained extra responsibilities. So I kind of managed the recruitment process. So it was kind of my job to oversee all the vacancies, how they were getting on. And then since the level 3, I've actually become a HR advisor now. So I'm not just an admin anymore. I'm now an advisor. I have that title where I can, give people advice and guidance and support them. So yeah, I've achieved a lot in the last sort of couple of years.
Sounds like it. You're doing great. So what was the decision and why did you return back to education?
It was a bit daunting to begin with because it had been a long time since I'd been at school, and exams and things like that was not my strong point, but I liked the fact that the CIPD qualification was sort of coursework based and obviously doing the you didn't have to do a final exam, which put my mind at ease, and it was more that it was to develop myself in that position as well, so to obviously gain that extra experience, because I would like to do my level 5 at some point as well. That's kind of my next step. So yeah, it kind of worked really well for me in terms of the level 3 and the environment. I really enjoyed working with people and bouncing ideas off each other as well.
So how did you find your home and work balance as well as doing this course?
It worked quite well, actually. So the course that I did, it was a Thursday evening for sort of between 2 to 3 hours. It was directly after I'd finished work, so it was easy for me to just go straight there. I could kind of settle in, make sure I had a snack and prepared myself ready for the session. It didn't affect my home life at all. It just fit in quite nicely. I was able to do my my projects in my spare time. So yeah, it fit in quite nicely.
Good to hear. And what were your tutors like, or what was your tutor like on the course?
So Carl, he was brilliant. I'd heard really good things about him in the past anyway, because a lot of the previous colleagues that I'd worked with had done free and had Carl as a tutor, so I'd heard really, really good things about him. He was very supportive. I liked the fact as well that he wasn't just a tutor, he also was a consultant, so he was bringing in fresh kind of new ideas about what's going on in the world in terms of HR, but yeah, he was very, very supportive and supported through every step of it. Really good. Yeah, really good.
Do you think that's why you chose MidKent College in particular, or was there any other reasons why you chose to come here to study?
It was one of the main reasons, because my previous colleagues had gone to MidKent College as well, so I heard nothing but good things about it. It was local to my place of work, so it was literally a 5-minute drive from my place of work to the college, so it was easy to get to. Obviously, I could park. And yeah, it was more like obviously the location that I'd known about Carl as well and heard good things about him, and that, you know, my other colleagues had been there as well. So yeah, that was kind of my main reasons for going there.
And can you tell us a little bit about your company and how your role fits into this?
Yeah, so I work for a company called GoTrain. So we are an adult education provider. So we support unemployed individuals to get back into work. So we provide them with a number of different courses to build their confidence, boost their skills. So it can be quite daunting for a lot of our colleagues to deal with a lot of demotivated people. So my role is very much about supporting kind of like the mental health and well-being of our colleagues. Obviously making sure that, you know, they can deal with our learners correctly, you know, that they kind of, you know, support them the best way that they can. And we're a very small team at GoTrain, very small HR team. So I do provide a lot of advice and guidance. I also do a lot of administration tasks, so in terms of people that have been promoted, changes in roles, etc., and also recruitment. I do a lot of recruitment. We have a fair few vacancies that I work on. So yes, it's kind of a bit of everything, and obviously the level 3 really did help me kind of boost my skills.
And if there was anyone that you was interested in this particular course, what would you say to them?
I'd say definitely go for it. I mean, I liked the fact that it was a group environment, that you could sit with other people that have maybe more knowledge than you, maybe not as much knowledge as you, and you could kind of bounce ideas off of each other. Of course, with COVID, it did make it a little bit difficult towards the end because it was very much online. But I would say definitely go for it. It's a great environment. Carl's a very good tutor. The facilities are great at MidKent College as well. And yeah, it will really support you in your career in HR.
Oh, that's good to hear. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. You're very welcome.